Welcome, friends. Today we are going to discuss the third topic in NCRT Polity 6 standard, and that topic is government. In the beginning, we'll explain what all things we can understand in this topic. The first thing is what is government and what is its role. Second thing is what governments do. Third is how do they decide what to do, and fourth topic is what is difference between monarchies and democracies. So we are every country needs a government to make decisions and get things done. Like, country is formed by people. Everybody is not capable of doing all the job. So from the beginning itself, the times when tribes and tribesmen used to elect their tribes head, and that person used to do some sort of work for the society, like they were protecting them, they were deciding on their behalf, they were doing some sort of social work. But later on, things become hasty and nasty, the property become very important, and people started attacking each other's society. So the kings came. Later on, kings fought with each other, they raided each other's territory, and the democracy, the new form of society, is prevalent nowadays. Though in India, democracy is known from ancient times in Vaisali. So India is a democratic polity. Now we'll come to the point. The governments do some social work, like they provide hospitals, they provide roads, they provide schools, they provide infrastructure, they provide job, they protect our territories. The government is made up of various organs, like the judiciary is also government, the legislature is also government, and the executive is also part of government. If we talk about police, police is also part of government. We talk about military, military is also part of government. We talk about railway, that is part of government. We talk about various big companies like ISRO, we talk about BPCL, we talk about IPCL, we talk about various big companies which is held in public sector. All are part of government. So government protect their citizen in times of disaster like the tsunami and epidemic like corona. It is the job of government to protect their citizen. Another job of government is resource allocation and management. The job of government is to protect boundary, to run the country, control the finances, controlling the rates, and the job of this government is to allocate resources. Like, every state or every region is not self-sufficient in resources, like natural resources, human resources. So job of the government is to keep supplying things so that things can run smoothly. In another part, government is doing some social work also. They provide toilets, they provide household to the homeless, they provide health facilities, they provide educations. There are various level of government, and we start with the central government. The head of the central government is President of India. He is supported by the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Ministers, and Minister of States and Minister of State independent charge. The difference between Minister of States and Minister of States independent charge is the Minister of State is junior to the Cabinet Minister in same department, but the Minister of State independent charge is a person who is independently handling a ministry. They are not cabinet ministers, but the person who is handling the ministry independently, but their rank is Minister of States, which is junior to union ministers who is having cabinet rank. And job of the central government is to administer the union territories through lieutenant governors or administrator, as the case may be. To help the central government's ministries, there are cabinet secretary, assistant secretary, secretary, joint secretary, deputy secretary. These are the persons who comes through bureaucracy, and they help their ministers in making decisions. On the another level, we have state governments. The head of the state government is governor, which is appointee of central government. And to run the government, there is chief minister. Along with him, there are cabinet ministers, Minister of State independent charge, Minister of States, and on the bureaucracy front, they have chief secretary, joint secretary, deputy secretary, assistant secretary. And at the district level, we have DM, SDM, in some states Nayab Tahsildars, in some states CO, BDO. These all are functionaries which run the district administration, and the elected body of Jila Parishad, block pramukhs, Panchayat Samiti, Gram Panchayat having Mukhya and Sarpanch, and ward members. These all are persons who form the local government, which is the third layer of government in India. On the another front, we have judiciary. The Supreme Court is apex body, and supreme judicial power is rested with this body. And below the Supreme Court, we have hierarchy of high courts. 25 high courts are running in the country. Few high courts are having territories other than 2 states, and we have district courts and chief judicial magistrates also. They all form the judicial part of government. Now we will talk about democracy and monarchy. In the democracy, the government of the day is responsible to citizen. They are elected by the people, and their every step should be into the welfare of the citizen. But in monarchy, the king is responsible to none. They have some advisors, and they work according to their whims and fancies. But India is a democratic country, and it has universal adult franchise. This universal adult franchise is provided to every citizen, whether man, woman, to vote. They cast their vote and they form the government. This was idea of Gandhiji prior to independence in India, when there was limited voting rights, some persons who are having some tax liabilities, and the persons who are rich, they were able to vote, others cannot. But when India became independent, it provided universal adult franchise to its citizens. In Europe or America also, the universal adult franchise was not available. There were various struggles to get this right, and American women got the right to vote in 1920s, while women in United Kingdom got to vote on the same terms as men some years later in 1928. So these are the all story, and today's chapter is complete. If you have any questions, you can come to me through messages, and I will try to answer your queries. If you need any improvement is in this video, you can suggest us. We'll try to improve it. We are coming with various GS videos, and keep coming to our channel. Like us, subscribe this, and share with your friends. Thank you very much.